Hi everyone, welcome back to Sunday Seminar. Today we are diving into a topic that is near and dear to my heart, that is diet culture and why we should be rejecting this. Diet culture has a profound influence on our lives, whether we realize it or not. And it often informs a lot of what we believe to be true about ourselves. And so over the past few weeks, we've been talking about metabolic health. What is a metabolically healthy body? What is unhealthy? How did we get here with all of this hyper palatable processed food? But now we're going to kind of back up and pivot and talk about the psychological part of diet culture. So this isn't just, what we're eating. It's a framework that glorifies thinness and equates health with thinness, and that if you eat certain foods, you're morally virtuous. And we have guilt or shame based on what we eat or our body shape. But there's kind of a sick twist here, because most people who are really overweight are also malnourished. We call it sarcopenic adiposity, skinny fat. So we have a metabolically unhealthy person that's very much overweight. How do we deal with that? And I think what we can do is start to talk about, what does diet mean to you? Is a diet a restrictive set of eating habits, or is it just what you eat every day? I encourage us all to start thinking of our diet not as a temporary solution to a problem, but a long-term solution to rehabilitating our metabolisms. And so if we are participating in diet culture, we are going to set ourselves up for failure. We need to shift our mindset and work with our bodies, providing it nourishing, satisfying foods without harsh restrictions. Because diet culture has a psychological impact. If you try a diet and fail, you have inadequacy and unworthiness. You think that because you couldn't stick to a harsh diet that you're not a strong person, which is absolutely false. It leads to damaging our self-image and how we feel about ourselves. Almost any diet can be used as a weapon. So we need to think of diet as just the way we eat regularly. And if your diet is a lot of fast food, you need to rethink the why. You need to think about, why do I choose this? Because you are choosing to be unhealthy when you do that. Just as if you choose adequate, healthy protein and vegetables and drinking water, you're choosing metabolically healthy food. So I want you to focus on the stepping away from diet culture and asking yourself, do I feel good in my body? Do I have energy to be able to do the things that I want to be able to do? Am I working with my body? As we continue our journeys together, remember, comparison is the thief of joy. And I think diet culture is rooted in comparison, toxic comparison to other people, thinking, well, I'm not as perfect as they are. Well, there's always going to be someone more thin, more beautiful, more rich than you are. It's getting comfortable with yourself, getting right with yourself, that's going to be what helps you make long-lasting change. We think of health as a form of self-respect, not self-rejection. We are not punishing ourselves with a diet. We are feeding ourselves nutritious food. So let me leave you with a couple of questions that I'd like you to mull over, and maybe we can talk about at the live session. How has the concept of diet influenced your own eating habits and self-perception over the years? Does it invoke a sense of freedom or restriction for you? Can you identify a moment when you felt pressured by diet culture? And how did it impact how you felt about yourself? And what might be a healthier approach to thinking about food and body image that doesn't involve guilt or shame? Thank you all for coming this week. I look forward to seeing you. There is no live session this week. We will pick it up next week, and we will talk about diet culture and whatever else next Sunday is. All right. Take care.